What's up, guys? It's your boy GRC. This is Crypto in the Morning. Give me 1 second. First like, what up, Hex Hodl, Soul, Red Squirrel, D Hex Angelist, Monica Mofit Meals, Hex Logic. Great to see everyone in here. I haven't tweeted this out yet or did anything. I had a meeting at like 10 o'clock and it took forever, but I was studying before this about Arbitrum and Ethereum, and I thought, to be honest, people would probably just like to learn about that, because if you say those two things to most people, I guess they wouldn't even know what they were. So, there's probably a lot of people in here that would like to know more about layer twos. Me and Sam are kind of going through that we're learning about cross-chain technology, basically. And it's a lot. It's a lot. And we're not even into the technical portions of it. We're just learning the broad strokes of it. We found a few websites where you can basically swap any coin for any on any chain pretty easily. Well, most chains. So I've been learning about interoperability and the future of technology, and it is a bit overwhelming, to be honest. Like, your brain sometimes doesn't know where to go with it because you're just like, but I know if I just stare at these things for long enough, I'll be an expert, because that's how everything in my life has turned out. Like, I just outstare and outread and outclick people. And I just get more excited. I'm very excited to learn about everything going forward. This is hard times for a lot of people. It's an interesting time emotionally for a lot of people. The market is crashing. The macro is bare. The inflation numbers the Fed rates don't look like they're going to get better Q3. It's funny. I was reading some stuff about the ruble and how Russia defaulted on paying back shit for the first time ever. It's like the first time ever Russia just defaults. I'm like, oh God, can I extrapolate this information? I just don't know. Is it even real, Sam? I don't know. Everything I read, I'm just like, is this even real? If it has any question marks and it's not like a white paper, I'm like, I don't believe it. You know what I mean? It's crazy. But guys, let's get to the show. I always get pumped up when the show starts. I'm really doubling down on my efforts. I might not be as excited visibly, but it's because I'm working harder and I'm reading more. And it's not something I'm necessarily the best at. I'm not the best studier in the world, but if you study for 3 years straight, you will get darn better at it. That's for darn sure. So guys, hit the like, hit the sub. Already know. DeFi Proof, the banger of the summer. Crypto in the Morning. Me and Sam don't care about emotional waves. We just keep going, man. It doesn't. Sometimes life sucks. Sometimes life's good. Either way, I'm clicking, I'm calling, I'm talking, I'm shitting, and I'm showering. I'm going to bed, guys. So don't let your emotions get in the way of even if they're there. Sometimes you just got to work. You just keep working, keep moving. Massive action always beats everything. It's just it. It's just like the code to life. And once you can figure out how to trick your brain into actually taking massive action when you start to feel negative, it's like a crazy feedback loop. So guys, DeFi Proof, banger of the summer.
You already know what time it is. Crypto in the morning. Crypto in the morning. Crypto in the morning. Waiting on phone. Crypto in the morning. 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 Waiting on phone. Crypto in the morning. Crypto in the morning. Smoking a blunt on my way to the gym. 11 a.m. and I'm already tuned in. Got me some hex and I'm making a stay. Got me some hedge and I'm making it rain. Pay me some maxi and that's just in case. Jim Reddit sent me to show you the way. Crypto in the morning. 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 Crypto in the morning.
What's good, Gucci? I am pumped for today. I am stoked, knocking shit out this morning. I just came back from an awesome back workout. I was super enlightened yesterday when talking to Crypto Profeta, learning about Chainlist. If you guys have never heard of Chainlist and you're like, how do I move? How do I find the information to add to my wallet? The RBC thing, the network
It's
ID.
called chain hop, Sam.
Oh, there's chain hop is how
Oh,
you
I'm
transfer.
sorry. I thought that's what we were using yesterday.
Well, it was, but how do you find the information to add the network?
Oh, that's facts. Yeah, I forgot.
Right. And then once you add the network to your wallet, how do you get it around? Chain hop or Bungee or whatever allows you to
Hold
transfer.
up for a second, Sam. The chain hop. I'm sorry. Now I got excited about that shit again because I was only thinking I was using the I'm not gonna dox myself, but I was using the chain hop yesterday.
So this is the one. So I still haven't even added Pulse testnet to MetaMask until today. This morning, actually, I've got a full video on how this thing works. So,
Sam, if you start whizzing through that testnet and like take videos, like you're gonna get massive clicks on those videos. People love that because people have stopped doing that too. And it's a little bit.
You're right.
Like no one, like everyone, it's ceased. Like so, I'm not saying the volume's not there, but people stop making videos on it.
No, you're right. And we've seen the drop if you look at Google Trends and all that kind of crapola, right? So basically what chainlist.org does is when you're in MetaMask and you're trying to figure out how to add things, you're like, add network. Okay.
Yeah. So every user that clicks on this button, Sam, I can make every user that clicks on this button clicks away from it. No idea what they're looking at. They're just like, what the fuck is this? Clicks away immediate. And this is the front interface on the settings on the front end of MetaMask. They don't have anything where it's like, hey, there's a list here, guys. Click from this list. And then on the other side of it, it says if you want to add, it's supposed to have two settings. It's supposed to have custom settings. And then on the other side, it should have that list there. Why not? Stop.
Right.
We need to start saying why not with these websites. I'm sick of it.
And this is one that's funded by JP Morgan, right? Consensus is behind this.
Yeah, like this could be funded by my fucking little neighbor, and he's just going to be like, what is this? Do I have to be a nuclear engineer to be able to fill out these 5? I mean, let's go through it for the average user. Network name. Okay, that's easy. Chain ID, block explorer URL, currency symbol, and new RPC URL. Let me know when you have all your stuff ready, average Joe.
You literally called it to a T. You're like, somebody goes through and they click add network on the MetaMask drop down because you see, right? Can you see this if I click on this thing here? Okay, you click add network and this is what comes up here, right? And I did this for the testnet and then it's like add the network name. Okay, well, I don't even know. I would think it's Pulse Chain testnet, but maybe it's Pulse Chain /testnet. I don't fucking know. What's RBC? And I literally clicked
Gym rats here. Gym rat alert. We're a couple gym rats. Like we're not. Sam does a lot of videos and stuff, but come on, custom RPC settings. Come on, we're gym rats here. Can we have an interface that's at least like for an adult entrepreneurial male, like possible to use? Like, I'm sorry, I'm not an idiot. I'm not dumb. I'm not going to sit around but I also am not super computer savvy, period. I'm just not. It's fucking frustrating to no end.
Correct. Like you said, it should pop up and give you the list and you should click on it. And those fields should all be populated. Chainlist.org, you guys.
And they could make money on that shit.
Yes.
Because who wants to be number one?
So if you don't have testnet up for Pulse Chain, or you're on Ethereum and you want to go to Binance or Avalanche or Phantom or Gnosis or any other chain, you go to chainlist.org, right? And then
Arbitrum 1 there. That's what we're covering kind of today. Arbitrum 1 there.
Perfect. Okay, so let's do it right now. Well, first of all, just do the Pulse Chain just so people can check this out. At the top, there's this. Can you see the toggle here? It says testnets. Yep. Click there. And then you just put in Pulse Chain or start to spell it out. And they've got mainnet. That's not available, right? Testnet version 1. And this is version 2. And then they have version 3. Version 3 is not available yet. So you go to this one, V2B. If you're paying attention, you've heard this. And you just click add to MetaMask. And you probably can't see this, but the MetaMask is popping up. It says, do you want to switch networks? Boom, add this to your shit. And now you have MetaMask. So let's check out Arbitrum. Oops, I spelled this correctly. Arbit. So it's probably this one right here. I would assume.
Yep.
Let's add this to MetaMask. right? So this way we don't have to fill out those 5 freaking fields. Can you see?
And it's not even the point. Like, yeah, they let you do that if you know what you're doing, but it's like they made it for the devs. It's like nobody's a dev, bro.
Okay, so this is what it actually looks like. Okay, so then it says, allow this site to add a network, right? And this is the pop-up. This is the tiny little thing that for MetaMask, right, that comes up. This will allow the network to be used within MetaMask, because when you download MetaMask and set it up for the first time, I think you get what? Binance, maybe Polygon and Ethereum or something in there?
No, nothing. You just get ETH or whatever you send there.
Yeah, and this...
It's whatever you send there. So if you send ETH to your MetaMask first or add it... Actually, I can't think about how it is... But I'm sure it's clunky. Let's just go ahead and say it's clunky.
Yeah, you press yeah, it's clunky.
We don't have to really guess after that. What a fail. Like, where are they? What are they doing? Can I speak with them? Like, can we have a chat? All I want to do is say, like, hey, guys, could you add this? It'd be great. If they say, oh, this is a problem because of this, I would understand. But if I can't imagine, I see Alex from Hedron's making Icosa on the shitter. Literally, he's like, I'm on vacay, just coding it up. And I'm like, okay, so that's the reality, right? Like, guys, there's guys out here who can build. I don't need to extrapolate any further on that. I see too many of them.
Correct.
There's too many available, and I know that they're getting paid roughly $90,000 to $300,000 per year. And I know those guys are in the ecosystem, and those guys know how to do this shit. But where's the leadership? I don't.
How is literally the most used wallet in crypto? Like, crypto is a pretty big space, 300 million people, right? The most used wallet in crypto has about 10% of the total user base. So 10% of 300 million, 30 million. They have over 30 million crypto accounts with MetaMask. And how is this not built into MetaMask? This is silly. This shit should be built in natively to every wallet, period. Like, it's just kind of like if you and I be like, yo, let's create a wallet. Let's create something that's actually way better than MetaMask. Doing this alone makes it already top tier fucking wallet just by adding something like that.
Cool insight by PBM Crypto. You'll find the laziest people in tech are some of the smartest. So it's maybe there's a little insight in tech that me and Sam also don't have because we've never really worked in any development situation or anything. So me and Sam are weird. Bodybuilders are kind of weird in the way they like to do things. So maybe me and Sam's expectations for how early the tech are, but like, it's not early anymore, MetaMask. It's not early. It's not early anymore. It's been 13 years. It's been 13 years, dude. And we have this tech already. Go to any fucking website. Any cool website. Go to CrossFit.com. I bet it's popping off.
Yes.
You know what I mean? It's probably $1 million dumped into that thing, and that's why it makes $100 billion a year. Yes. But it's like they haven't caught on to like the fact that they can scale. They're like waiting for like the coins to scale before they like.
And which is so silly. You build now because then as we transition from 4% of the world population in crypto to 8 to 16 to 99% of people owning crypto, you will be the default. We should figure out, does anybody want to do a project with us and develop a better fucking wallet? Like,
well, that's the problem. RH already came out and said he's gonna fucking smash it.
Well, whatever. RH is gonna do his wallet whenever he does it. But remember, there is a wallet being developed that's gonna be supported for Pulse Chain, Binance, and Ethereum. Internet money.
Is that Power City?
No, internet money.
Internet.
But
yeah. They have a wallet coming out.
They already started development. They already been sharing progress with the community and stuff like that. So
maybe we could check on that again too. I'd love to see an update on that for a timeline.
And to get them to be like, please, I will use your wallet if you do this.
Yeah, I'll use your wallet. I'll use your wallet. If you're actually coming out with a wallet, that means you have enough nuance insight to realize it's garbage.
Yeah, and their whole thing is about making it easier for the user, so adoption is easy. You know what I mean? So like, instead of you saying, "Hey, download MetaMask," you can say, "Hey, download, IM." You know what I mean? Because it's built in a way that makes it easier for the person. But yeah, we can have them back on here. You know, they're fans of the show, so yeah, we can have them back on here to talk about that.
Yes. Okay, cool. So what do you do? Because then we'll get into Arbitrum. So, right, you add this new network to your MetaMask. Then what do? You'd be like, I'm on Ethereum. How do I get to Arbitrum? Right. And that is where the Bungie, the site, or ChainHop allows you to actually do that. So let me see if I can make this a little bit bigger. So
it's pretty good. Oh,
okay.
Perfect.
Right here. Okay. So here we go. Let's go from Ethereum to is Arbitrum. Here we go. Arbitrum, right? And so we're going to say we have $1,000 of USDC, and say we're going to switch it to USDT on Arbitrum. Now, when we come down here, actually, let me get smaller so you get to see. Can you see this on the side here now?
Yeah.
Okay. Over here, it says $1,000 on Ethereum. It going through 1 inch, right? If you're not sure, 1 inch is an aggregator similar to Matcha XYZ.
Similar to the MetaMask front end, just cheaper.
Yes. So it's going to swap us from USDC to USDT. Then it's going to go to the Arbitrum bridge, and we're going to end up with $1,001 of USDT on Arbitrum, and the gas cost is going to be $30. Or we can go straight through the Hop bridge. Gas is $32, or just updated to 29 every 60 seconds. It updates, I think. Or through this bridge, which is seller. So first of all, we do the swap on 1 inch. Then we go to the seller bridge. This is how it's showing us how the transaction is being routed. So this is way easier from a user standpoint.
Well, Sam, just talk about this from your perspective. Like, not to the audience, but just for you. Like, what did this open your eyes to? And I know, because I just started looking at the same stuff, so we probably have similar feelings. And for this episode, and for everyone that's watching that maybe doesn't know where we're at, me and Sam are discovering interoperability in real time. We're studying it constantly. We're just learning about. We just got through the cryptosphere enough where we're ready to, like, okay, what the fuck is going on here? What is possible? And now we're talking to more people, getting these cool websites, ChainHop, whatever, all the ones we were looking at. I can't even remember all the names anymore, but so much is possible, Sam. You look at these websites, we're all from the Hex and the Pulse chain ecosystem. Like, where do you see, like, it's just a lot of info, but like the interoperability piece, it's just going to be everything, right? Like, it's already here. People just don't.
I mean, if you think about the issue with crypto is adoption, right? Like, the fundamental thing, I don't give a shit if it's a meme coin or if you're coming out with Pulse Chain. The underlying theme that needs to be in place for any crypto to be successful, independent of whatever utility they want to put with it, is adoption. And when you have stuff that is archaic in nature from the UI UX interface, when it is trash.
When you say UI UX, what does that mean?
Like user interface or user experience. Like you open up the app and it's simple.
That's what I always mention. That, yeah, I always call it. I just say front end, but I never know the term.
So the front end, making it simple. I was going to add MetaMask Pulse testnet to it, and I pulled up, and there's like these 5 empty lines, and I'm like, okay, cool, not doing that now. I have better things to do with my time. And then I'm going to be doing some some liquidity providing on Binance, right? And I'm like, okay, cool. Well, I have Ethereum. I got to figure out how to go from Ethereum to Binance. And then from there, I can go through Pancake to do whatever I want to do. But to get over
it's intimidating to a lot of people to the point where they don't even open the website.
And this makes it so easy, bro.
But people don't even know about it, so it's like not even easy yet. You know what I mean? Like, it's easy because it's possible. And this is the weird part about crypto. It's like we already have all this stuff on other websites. Like, this is all like this seems simple compared. I'm just talking about website UI, just like he said, interface. What I see when I click up on stuff. What holds me back from being the best me I can be. A lot of these websites make it very hard for me to be the best researcher I can be because I don't know a lot of shit. And I'm not in the same position as a dev. I'm just learning, and that's fine, right? But like, why not make it so dope, so dope, like just dope enough where people are just like, come on.
Well, tied into adoption. How can you get adoption? How can you possibly get adoption if you don't make it simple? You're not going to get your mother or your grandmother fucking to use this shit if it's not super, super duper simple. Period. That's
not even your average smart dude.
Yeah.
Like, dudes around the block that have a good skill or two, construction workers that dominate their craft or whatever. They're not touching this shit. I know smart guys that can build houses with their bare hands and fucking sell them and then build a neighborhood. And they're going to turn this website on. It's just where tech is at right now. I don't know why. I can't put my finger on it. The cell phone made everything so easy, Sam. Apple knocked it out of the park absolutely so hard that it like changed the standard for everything. And like our tech doesn't have enough money to like, or whatever, like care or whatever it is. There's enough money. Certainly there's helicopter money all over the place.
So like, let's touch on, where is it? Oh, this chat. All right. This right here. Cause it's true. This, cause
a lot of developers do not like working in crypto because they think it's a joke / scam.
Right.
Is that
so
true?
It is true. There's a lot of people who still like, I think I gave a story about a buddy of mine who recently left his cushy 11-year Web2 full stack job to go work for Coinbase, and he regrets it because of, what's happening in Coinbase right now. And it doesn't seem that stable. So, yeah, that is true. They think it's like, they think it's not serious. They think it's not stable enough for them to like get into it. But
is it fair to say that it's not stable enough?
Yeah, it is. It's too new. It's all the stuff that, the S curve that, you guys are always talking about. That S curve has to hit a certain point for them to feel comfortable. But once they do, all these things that you have issues with will be solved, because you're going to have the best of the best,
right?
The best of the best coming in and building great front ends, building great back ends, building great servers, great, new products and services. It's all going to happen once that S curve hits to a certain point where the developers are comfortable enough to come and infiltrate.
This is literally this is great point, Bullish. Watching this play out with EVs and Tesla, right? I brought this up before. Same exact thing is happening with EVs. We're switching from ICE engine vehicles to electric vehicles. We're also switching from dumb vehicles to smart vehicles. And Tesla globally is leading that charge, and we're following an S adoption curve with those two things: EV adoption and smart vehicles, vehicles connected to the internet. And we're at that point where it's slightly further along than crypto is in terms of EV adoption, but the smart vehicle adoption is before where crypto is. Less than 3% of the global, vehicle aggregate production is a smart vehicle. Remember the Palm Pilot, dude? Do you remember the Palm Pilot by any chance? It was a smartphone, but it was garbage. Or the BlackBerry, right?
I remember that.
BlackBerry was good at the time.
I used the Verizon flip phones that looked like a hot dog. And it flipped open from the side.
And now they're way better, right? Yeah. Way better every single year. The same thing is happening with EVs and smart vehicles. And we're watching this play out with crypto, and we're just so early that we have these critiques.
And is it fair to say people are going to lose their jobs because of Tesla? Other people?
Oh, yeah. Ford, GM, Chrysler, Toyota.
So let's look at that. Let's look at that, and then let's remember this topic, because I can double back on this. It's about money and stability, but that economy is losing money and stability. And being your own boss is becoming more value proposition wise for your family, and people are going to start noticing that.
Yes,
and it's going to be a double backed wave of people like me that are just like, yeah, I'm making $2,000 a week, but it's not enough meat on the bone. Or whatever, you know what I mean? It's just there's value prop. We're talking about clicking 10 buttons and fucking doing all your transactions for the day, and making money and making yield and passive income and doing video games
and getting your time back. People at Ford, GM, Toyota are companies. A lot of people in the chat are going to know who those companies are. These are going to be a fraction of what they are today, and they've been losing ground for the last 5 years. They're going to be a fraction of what they are today by 2030.
A fraction, a real fraction,
like legacy.
Fraction.
is losing ground every single
Think
day.
about it. Their commercials, their marketing, they don't have enough power to keep up with these guys. Period. End of story. Goodbye. Bye-bye. Isn't fucking Elon Musk like the richest dude on the planet now? Like, it literally, they're gone. They're just literally holding it together and probably tricking the people within them to liquidity scam everyone because they're gone. And it's just a microcosm of an economy leaving. And the big guys are going to front run, and they're going to get out, and there's going to be a small majority, the small amount of people that just get fucking wrecked, and they don't really know why. It's because they didn't think about this. And it's been going on for a decade because, it's like Tesla's been here. All my neighbors have been buying Tesla forever. Like, all the cool kids have been buying Tesla like 2-3 years now. It's been like Tesla everywhere. Mainstream adoption, crazy. Everywhere. You see them everywhere. They're everywhere.
And you have you can think of Toyota, GM, Chrysler, and Ford as like legacy digital dollars, the digital yuan, like the fake cryptocurrencies, the rug pulls of crypto that are run by the government. You can think of as a lot of these companies' EVs, the electric vehicles. There are a lot more issues with them, a lot of learning curve. Like, they're starting back here, right? And Tesla and a lot of the Chinese companies are 17 steps ahead of them. And they're back here and like, oh, our shit is so cool. We have an EV now, right? Kind of thing. And they're just so far behind the curve on this thing. Like GRC was mentioning, a lot of these companies are going to be laying off people. I personally believe
there's not enough people ballsy enough like you and me. Like, imagine if we had a whole company and we're like, guys, we got to switch everything. And half the people are going to be like, I don't know, man. I just don't know if I can do it. We're talking about real people. We're talking about old ass people too. And you know what old ass people do? They don't want to innovate. Because why? They're going to die and they don't care anymore. And they've already made a fuck ton of money and they're going to get out. This is natural. But it's happening on the car market is very open market because it's just like people want a nice car. They don't give a fuck where it comes from. Right? Like, they want the hottest car that's popping, that's the cheapest, that works the best, that people, that's classy enough to get by, but fucking Tesla just literally punched through all of that shit. They're like, we're going to make the cheapest, most luxury vehicle you have ever even close. It's an experience when you go into a Tesla.
And they're also, so now there's BYD is like the number 2 player EV wise globally. And then VW literally is only in the top 5 or so because they fucked up with Dieselgate 6 or 7 years ago. And part of the settlement in court was that they had to invest money into clean technology, and that the BYD and VW are coming out with the EVs, but they're not connected to the internet. They're not smart vehicles. So we're watching 2 titanic shifts happening, just like we're watching this take place in crypto, because crypto is not only going to fuck up everything in legacy from a financial perspective, but it's going to eat away at businesses, because you can just launch a business in crypto.
Big businesses too. You think this is like a game? You think this is a game? This is really called a transfer of wealth, a transfer of company transfer, buildings gone, people gone, cities, parts of cities emptied. I'm serious. The world is not going to. The world is not going to look the same. I'm not moving to the city. I'm a very social dude. I would never. It's so stupid. ROI 0. Probably going to die? Yes. Cheap? No. Expensive? Yes. Do I have room for my bed? No. It's like every reason to leave the city when 3 years ago, the narrative could not have been different. Well, let me say 5 years ago, the narrative could have not been different about the city. The city was popping off. If you could get a slice of a townhome on the corner in Baltimore, S-hole Baltimore, it's like you're living large. Literally, it's like popping off. I wouldn't dare look at one of those places now. Isn't that weird how a whole industry and whole cities can change within years by like down-regulated effects of other shit, like downstream effects of other shit, and like cities are getting nuked? Bro. And it's like, this is technology, bro.
Think about this, dude, because we have everything So if you look at Wikipedia has like the top 20 companies by revenue. The top 20 or so companies, half or more of those companies are all in one single industry that Tesla is dominating the F out of. Energy is changing. The car market is changing. Finances are changing. All of this stuff is not going to be recognizable. Industry, countries, we're going through the biggest shift that you will, in 10, 20 years, people are going to be like, wow, you actually lived through that time.
It's stressful, Sam. I'm going to tell everyone, like personal experience wise, like as a single man who decided to absorb all this information, I have made that decision. Like I made the decision that I am going to head first, make sure I don't miss this. And I don't care if I have regrets on the other end. I'm going to do this. I decided. So it's scary. Like it's a scary time because it's uncertain. I know it's going to be parabolic. That's not the question. The question is who's working? What's going on? MetaMask front end could be fucking gone. Bye-bye. Like, why is that still available? So many people get hacked on fucking MetaMask too, by the way. Like we're not going to get into that because I don't know the specifics right off the top of my head, but like not secure as far as security is concerned. So correct. What the fuck is going on? And, you know, because this technology supposedly is not very complicated from the dev people I hear of. They say this blockchain technology is not complicated. Why is it so stupid bad then? Are we that early? It gives me signs. It gives me goosebumps that we're that early. And it's really crazy to think about because I know I'm sticking and staying through this. Most people don't make commitments that hard. Like if this shit goes to zero and crypto's the dumbest thing ever in 5 years, like I'm going to take that L because I'm just smart enough to realize that's stupid.
Yes.
I want you to listen to this for a second, and then afterwards, I want you to ask questions. I'm going to pull up the Ethereum page, the official Ethereum page, and we're going to work through what a layer 1 is, what a layer 2 is, and then what is Arbitrum on Ethereum, what it's for, kind of compare and contrast to the Cosmos situation. I just want to get involved. This is a developer for Ethereum, I'm pretty sure, and he's a very popular guy on the internet, and he's done videos with Richard and stuff. So, and guys, I'm pulling this up first because there is a free airdrop situation. And I was looking at my research earlier and then I noticed this, and then, you know, I was like, this is a good topic because it's very relevant. Right. And so I'm not 100% sure of the details of the airdrop, but I mean, this dude's really popular, so he's probably not bluffing. So let's give an eye on this for like 3 or 4 minutes and then we'll talk about it.
Arbitrum, scaling solution. Okay. And so I made a video on my YouTube channel a couple weeks back about Arbitrum and how you can start, you know, using it and actually bridge over. And talking about Arbitrum Odyssey, which is this, you know, long sort of event that they're having on the Arbitrum ecosystem to incentivize people to use it. And since I made that video, Arbitrum Odyssey has actually gone live. Okay. And we're currently in the middle of that. And I want to talk about the updates about what this is and how you can start positioning yourself for this airdrop. Okay. So full disclosure, right? There's no guarantee, all right, that they're going to have an airdrop based upon this. Okay. And there's no guarantee that any specific application on this is going to have an airdrop, but it's, you know, if you're just putting two together, like what's likely to happen based upon what other people have done in the past. Well, this looks like a pretty good candidate for something like that. Okay. So, you know, this went live last week. And like I said, I published that video before, but since this has gone live, I want to give you all an update and actually talk about, you know, how to, you know, take advantage of this. So the time has come, you know, an 8-week-long journey into Ethereum's premier L2 Arbitrum. The Arbitrum Odyssey has begun. So basically, you know, what is it? Sorry, I had something pop on my computer here. Sorry, I had a big old window like just pop up over here on my second monitor, kind of distracted me for a second. So anyways, let's go back. So how to get the Arbitrum airdrop? Nothing is officially confirmed about the Arbitrum airdrop, like I was saying. But like any Web3 project, basically, here's how you could potentially get reward from this. So we'll talk about some of these here in a minute. There's some special ways that developers could potentially get rewarded beyond just regular users. So if you're a developer and you got those skills, then you could increase the chances that you could get this like this. So anyways, Arbitrum Odyssey, that's what's going on right now. So Arbitrum Odyssey is a multi-week initiative for exploring the Arbitrum ecosystem with exclusive NFTs as rewards. So basically what you do, all participants, use Arbitrum, okay, and then could later be easily identified through holding NFTs. So they have these like challenges basically, and if you can complete these challenges, you can get an NFT. And what they're kind of putting together here is if you're an NFT holder, it's pretty easy to see that you participated in this, okay, and that could be eligible for some type of airdrop. So the general idea is that each week there'll be a task that you can complete and can claim an NFT via the Galaxy. Okay, so this is how you do it. So here's the, sorry, MetaMask is popping up here. Here's the Galaxy. So you can go to galaxy.eco/Arbitrum. Okay, you can see the campaigns listed here, and you can see the NFT contracts. Okay. All right. So there'll be deadlines for each of these, but even if you miss the deadlines, okay, you can still do the tasks and your actions will be recorded on chain. Even without the NFTs, these transactions might still count towards the Arbitrum airdrop eligibility. Of course, that's a little bit of speculation. We don't know that. So basically what you need is some sort of wallet that, supports Arbitrum support or Arbitrum connection. So this is on the Zerion blog. So they're recommending Zerion, of course. You could probably use your MetaMask wallet. Just point your RPC over there. Make sure you've got able to bridge your funds over. So let's look at
and if you didn't see that, we talked about that in the beginning,
okay?
how to get the
week one has already
signature
passed, okay,
on your MetaMask.
with week one. Okay, so basically having some sort of way to get onto Arbitrum, basically bridging over. So basically this is the initial task to just move some Ethereum cryptocurrency or ETH to the chain, okay, with one of the bridges or exchanges below. So they have exchanges here that are fiat on-ramps. If you're going from, fiat currency, to Arbitrum, this is how you do it. And again, so first of all, we'll definitely pause here and say, if you're going to do something like this, there's always risks associated with using bridges. We've talked about bridges a lot in our live streams here lately about bridge exploits. So if you're trying to, move over to L2 and take advantage of this, you never want to do anything, with a certain amount of money you couldn't afford to lose in case there's any type of security risk, with moving your funds over. Okay. So full disclosure on that, you could use a bridge. You could use a fiat on-ramp like one of these exchanges if you're going from cash. Okay. But anyways, the first task is to do this. So this is the main task of week one. It's already passed, but if you're going to do any of the other, stuff, you have to do this step anyway. So that's it. So after that date, you can claim the NFT. So basically you need to connect your wallet to.
And he is muted. Or maybe the audio just went out. You can try playing again.
Did you, so for anyone that's in here, I'm curious if anyone's even gotten to this point in here yet. So anyone in the chat, has anyone done this before? I'm curious. Has anybody moved anything or maybe studies this on their own time and they've already read about this airdrop? I'm just curious to see, like, get a little beat, like maybe one or two people have done it already. It's interesting. I'm going to continue.
How do you also, I think a good topic for another video might be how to distinguish what is a good bridge. Like, what are some factors to determine? We can tell, right?
That's a good question,
right? Like, how do we determine what is a good bridge where the risks of losing are decreased, right? You can tell the risk of decreased losing money in a crypto if it doesn't have admin keys, right? That's one way to tell, right? There's other things to look at, but that is one big factor in there. What are those things in fucking bridges? I don't know. We should do a separate video.
Yeah, for sure. I totally agree with that. Those are really important topics that people they're hard, so people don't cover them that much.
We can't hear it.
You bridged over via hop. Okay, see the you'll see your wallet listed here. Okay, you can kind of see the eligibility criteria. It'll say, okay, yeah, you bridged over via hop. Okay, the XDAI bridge, and then if it does recognize your eligibility, you can just claim it. Okay, and then you have a bonus NFT. So now we're on week 2. All right, week 2 is yield protocol, permissionless market for collateralized fixed rate, fixed term borrowing and lending. To get the NFT, you need to do any of the following. To provide liquidity or pool $50 or above worth of any asset to any maturity series. So lend $50 or above worth of assets to any maturity series, or borrow $100 above of asset using supported collateral for any maturity series. So GMX is a decentralized spot perpetual exchange that supports low swap fees and zero price impact trades. To get the NFT, you'll need to do all these tasks. Okay, so that's for yield protocol. This is for GMX. Make a leverage trade with $10 of assets. Again, I do not recommend leverage trading for most people, but that's what it takes.
Again, guys, this is just if you want to claim the free air. This is kind of what you go through, and we're in a bear market, and I'm telling you guys, if you learn how to do this shit, and I'm just going to be 100% honest with you really quick, you can make a lot of fucking money, but you need a little bit of time. And I'm talking about a lot of money, like a lot, like thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars. But there almost is a learning curve approximate to some of that value. You know what I mean? But not a lot of it. Like once you get behind the keys and start, and I'm telling you, I was drinking my kava tea at 11 p.m. last night, clicking through Cosmos, clicking through Polkadot, clicking through Cardano, just clicking through. It's almost like I know my brain's a computer. I just have to keep paying attention because I'm new. Like I'm telling you from someone who's new. This is not my 300th day playing with these websites. It's like my 10th. You know what I mean? So just know that. I know people, guys like Profeta come on here. How many hours do you think Profeta has looked through websites like some of these that he's shown us?
He got into 2014, right? That's 8 years of experience. 8 years of experience is very valuable.
Think about, come on. It's so valuable. And it doesn't hardly matters what you're doing as long as you're doing something on the computer and that it's hard.
Think about like how valuable 8 years of experience on your diet, your supplementation, and your training is, right? And that shit doesn't change like this does.
It's got me to the point where I can stay this lean relatively 45 minutes a day effort. And before it was like a whole day concentrated on figuring out how to fucking do this shit.
And that doesn't change, right?
No.
Like not terribly, like there's some peptides and compounds that are changing and that kind of thing, but most of it doesn't change that much. Now you look at crypto, which is changing every day. There's free money all over the place.
And people don't know yet, Sam. Let's talk about the adoption we're talking about. We're like, why is this so clunky? We're kind of working through the fact that we're that new. We're in the fucking weeds right now. It's odd. It's confusing. It's sticky. And plus, oh, wait, nobody knows about any of this stuff. And there's a new airdrop, at least one that comes out every single day. And you don't have to do any of them. And you can do it on like see this $10 minimum transaction. You think that's going to be worth it? If you at the top, the Uniswap airdrop was $40,000. And that was for using Uniswap.
Didn't you get Uni token or something?
Yeah, but nobody knew that the whole market was going to crash. Most people were just hodling that shit. And I swapped it for come on. Once I figured out the game, I ain't keeping Uni tokens. The dumbest shit I've ever seen in my life.
Doesn't do anything.
Literally, Uniswap token is the stupidest thing I've ever encountered. And I was so upset with myself for having so much of that and knowing nothing about it. I assumed there was some fucking epic tokenomics there. Like I just assumed because Uniswap was so cool. I was like, this has to be like crazy. And then people were like, no, it's a duct taped on token. And I was like, fuck. Once I learned that concept, I was like, damn. And then Richard Hart's going to blow that out of the water. Well, Pancake Swap blew that out of the water. And now Richard Hart's going to blow Pancake Swap out of the water.
Oh, dude, this is going to be awesome with that. Whenever, even if it launches next summer, I'm okay if it launches next summer.
I don't give a rat's shit. My life is just, I've sacrificed my life to the crypto.
I just added Crypto Maxi to my Instagram profile.
I'm a Crypto Maxi.
It's 100% crypto maxi.
I am
Okay.
crypto maxi. Okay,
let's get back into this.
Let's watch some more of this, and then we're going to talk about the relationship between Arbitrum and Ethereum.
Cool. Dope. Thanks for pulling these videos up.
Okay. So here's anyways, we're on week 2 right now. Okay, you can see the dates here, June 28th through July 4th. Okay, and then here are all the future tasks for July 4th on to July 11th. Week 4, week 5, week 6, week 7, week 8. There's total 8 weeks of Arbitrum Odyssey. So I'll put a link to this down in the live chat replay. I'll just go ahead and paste it in here. Okay, but that's exactly what you can do, for each week of the challenge. And again, there's no guarantee that Arbitrum is going to do an airdrop and that you're going to get rewarded for doing this. But it stands to reason that's likely what's going to happen. Okay, they're doing the Odyssey as a way to incentivize people to get onto Arbitrum network, and I think that it's very likely that they'll do that based upon what's happened with Optimism and other layer 2s.
So this is a layer 2 on Ethereum that is capable of doing interoperability between different platforms. You're muted.
Yeah, so let's think it through for 1 second. We have Ethereum here, right? We can also look up the search volume on stuff on this afterwards, see if it's interesting at all. So we have the Ethereum website here, Sam. First glance, Sam's probably never even been to this website. Most people would never even been to this website.
This is true.
Is that true? And
this is absolutely true.
Hey, one's in the chat if you've never been to this website.
One for me. Let's put
one.
that one.
This is how early we are, guys.
Yeah, we know Sam for sure did it.
One's in the chat if you have never been to this website before. First time ever seeing it. So interesting to see adoption happening in front of our eyes. It's really crazy because everyone interacts with Ethereum, but no one's ever been to the website, and I just don't get it. But okay.
Okay, so a bunch of this is not just me. Thank you. This is
no, it's not just you. I know it's everyone. I know. No, I know. I
do not believe this. That no one's been to this site.
Oh, I know, dude. Because
Are you serious? I'm actually shocked at all the ones. I'm shocked at all the ones.
No, I know, dude. I'm telling you, the truth fucking hurts. But I'm telling you guys, nobody's throwing shade at anyone. When you're really into the weeds, you forget what it's like before. And I read all this stuff now because I don't even if I don't understand it, I just read it. I literally just read it at a minimum.
This is
because
crazy.
I'm
because then it kind of clicks the second time, or
absolutely,
a little bit.
The 15th time, it'll really, you'll know this shit back and forth. I'm telling you. So, guys, for everyone, we'll just go over this website a little bit since everyone needs a refresher since they spent so much time on it with all their Ethereum gas fees. Welcome to Ethereum. Ethereum is the community-run technology powering the cryptocurrency Ether. A lot of people don't know that Ether is the native token name. Ether is actually the token name. Yep. And thousands of decentralized applications. Getting started, Ethereum.org is your portal into the world of Ethereum. The tech is new and ever evolving. It helps to have a guide. Here's what the ever evolving thing really made my chuckles. It helps to have it 6 years.
I'm thinking of crypto, but I know what you're thinking because we're waiting, and we're waiting some more for crypto.
So, but look at this. So, websites like this, Sam, they'll pick a wallet. This is very common for websites like this. Get the coin. So it'll tell you how to get the native coin. Pick a wallet. Use the dApp. Start building. And
start building. I wonder what's in that one.
Yeah, so that'll give you tutorials and everything about literal development. So it'll say play with code.
Cool.
Choose
what I'm gonna actually literally go to this website just so I have it in my history. This is Ethereum.org or something?
Yes, this is Ethereum.org. I'm telling you guys, when you start really clicking through this, and I'm saying it from a perspective of someone who's not a tech guy. So all you tech guys disregard, basically. Because it's just we're not in the same world. But I'm looking at all this stuff, and you want to know what this shows me, and when I look at it, I can do this for fucking free. Most likely. This is literally like, oh, you want to go to school? No, that's stupid. Just go to the ethereum.org website and you could probably figure out everything with the links provided. Isn't that ridiculous? Sam, like on a bigger scale, like Ethereum's the second biggest crypto, so it's like important, it's very important in this sphere. And I'm saying that this is the future, but we're just clicking around first. And we're the first guys on the ground. I'm not saying us in particular, but all of us and our friends in our community, like we're clicking around at this shit, but don't assume that others know what the fuck is going on, because it's not possible to know. So when someone's giving you that hunch that they actually directly know what's going to occur, I need you to understand, like it's non-extrapolatable. The future of Bitcoin is non-extrapolatable in my opinion. I don't know what's going to happen. It could last forever. It could maybe not last forever, dude. I don't know. Is that hard to say? Like, how do you know?
The only thing that I feel that I could say that I feel confident in saying that I know crypto is going to continue to adopt. That's something that I feel confident saying.
But crypto is just a term for like blockchain tech, you know?
Correct. Right? And don't
so
you think
it's like
that's going to accelerate?
Bitcoin sucks.
But the only thing about Bitcoin is there is some cool stuff that's happening over there. They have a trustless bridge. They have a trustless bridge with the RCSK, chain, which is dope. You can put your BTC in there and get our BTC.
That's dope for us.
Because these bridges to Pulse Chain should be fucking trustless. Why isn't somebody copying their fucking code and using it? Because trustless bridge is what we should be using for all these bridges. You know how many bridges are getting hacked? As this dude just mentioned in his video, we should be using trustless bridges.
He's a developer that works on that product, and he's still telling you to be very careful. That's a red flag. Literally.
So the only with the adoption of Bitcoin, though, there's just
That's a big red flag.
There's too much mind space taken up by the word BTC/Bitcoin. There's plenty of people who just think what the fuck. There's plenty of people who think of Bitcoin as crypto, and because of that, people are going to get into crypto adoption.
Hey, any Asians in the chat? Biceps in the chat?
Yeah, K-pop is Korean pop culture. I think it's popping off. But let's get back on track with the Ethereum website stuff that we were going through. Right? Is that I just pulled it up on mine, so I remember.
Oh yeah, pull it up and let's see. So go to the top left real quick.
Use Ethereum.
Well, let's see. Let's see how you can. Let's read about layer 2s. So okay, there's a layer 2 spot right there, the fourth one down. All right.
So, Ethereum for everyone.
Oh, my bad. So Ethereum for everyone. Scaling Ethereum without compromising on security. Interesting. Scaling Ethereum without compromising on security or decentralization. What is a layer 2? Okay, scroll down. What is layer 2? Layer 2 is a collective term to describe a specific set of Ethereum scaling solutions. A layer 2 is a separate blockchain that extends Ethereum and inherits the security guarantees of Ethereum. Yeah, so it's like within Ethereum, it's basically off of the grid further because it's only locked to Ethereum. In saying that Ethereum will be safe long-term, if you believe that, then basically you're saying the layer 2 will be safe long-term, period. Now let's dig into it a bit more. And to do this, we need to explain layer 1s.
Okay.
It's important, guys. I'm telling you, the more you read this stuff, I just promote learning. We just got to learn here. By the end of the year, we're going to be whizzes. What is layer 1? Layer 1 is base blockchain. Is the base blockchain. Ethereum and Bitcoin are both layer 1 blockchains because they are the underlying foundation that various layer 2 networks build on top of. Example of layer 2 projects include rollups on Ethereum and the Lightning Network on top of Bitcoin. All user transactions activity on these layer 2 projects can ultimately settle back to the layer 1 blockchain. Ethereum also functions as a data availability layer for layer 2s. Layer 2 projects will post their transaction data into Ethereum, relying on Ethereum for data availability. This data can be used to get the state of the layer 2 or to dispute transactions on layer 2.
I don't fully understand that piece. Bullish, do you have the context for that, or can you give us a better understanding of what this section here is related to?
So let me read it one more time.
So essentially, to sum it up, it's basically communicating with the blockchain as a data source.
So what type of data is on Ethereum that is used for layer 2s?
To pretty much understand what's already there and to keep consensus.
So basically, Sam, I think they have to have all the data from Ethereum.
Yeah, they need to have all the data
there.
from the layer 1 in order to operate.
So they
layer 2.
It's like they're
not copying it. They're able to read it.
Okay.
And use the layer 1 as its main data source.
And again,
so if something happens to the layer 1, the layer 2 is asked out as well.
Yes. Okay, because it's basically laying on top of the other one of it or whatever.
We're basically the security. If Ethereum goes down, all its layer 1s go down. I mean, the layer 2s go down. So it's basically like, how's Ethereum doing?
Yeah.
It's further away from the All right, so Ethereum also. Oh yeah, let's scroll down a little bit, see what's up.
What is included, and describes why the security is not actually as high as
let me read this then. Ethereum as the layer 1 includes a network of node operators to secure and validate the network. Okay, guys, let's think about that for a second. Let's break that down for a second, because the average person, I've been reading stuff on this for months, and it's still, I'm just being honest, guys. It gets a little clunky sometimes. So explain that, if you can, Sam, to the people just in the simplest way you can.
So you got you have the miners effectively processing the transactions, and the node is kind of like the information where it's carrying all the information around. So you have a bunch of nodes that carry this information. Transaction comes in, the node grabs it and says that, hey, we're all agreeing on this one thing. That's the consensus layer. Then it goes through to the miner that actually processes that to create a new block on the blockchain. Now, the issue here with the security is that, what's that website, Bullish, to pull up the total number of nodes? Can you pull that up, please? Is when you look at when you look at the number of nodes.
Oh, I remember pulling.
Thank you. The second largest blockchain, Ethereum, only has like 5,900 nodes protecting the network, because these nodes are what has all the information.
4,800.
No, I think it was 59. I think. Well, let's see. Both should have it up in a second. And when you look deeper, so 6,000 roughly nodes, 40-something% of those are on one platform, AWS. That is an issue.
The guys, again, I want to chime in for 1 second, because this is complicated. Sam has looked into this a little bit. I've started looking at this. Is a little bit more clear to me now, but I want to break it down as we go. So, because I know what it takes sometimes, because I know what it took for me. So scroll up just a little bit.
Bullish. Can you scroll up a bit? Thank you.
So the Ethereum mainnet statistics, guys. So these are the statistics for the nodes that we were just talking about. And if you look at that big blue chunk there's a big blue chunk. Amazon.com, 59.9% centralization of network security. Can't function without it. And if that goes away, what happens?
Well, then if Amazon, right? So there was a network called Parler that was more of like a right-wing type of network. And Amazon was like, F you, bitch. We don't like your shit. We're cutting you off. And they cut them off from the network so that Parler could not operate. The same exact thing could happen with Ethereum, where Ethereum political stance versus Amazon's political stance could differ, and Amazon just be like, hi bitch, and just shut them off completely. It's actually slightly higher than 59, because if you look, there's a gray one. This is 2%. You see that gray sliver, and it says Amazon 75, and then it says 2%. So Amazon in total is actually 62%, 61.9% of all of the hosting of these. That is a point of centralization where Amazon can shut you down. We've seen it happen before.
And it's fair to say that there might be 2 people, there might be 5, 10 people. GRC's chat's a little more high IQ than most chats, but there's only a very small portion of people that even consider caring about this shit. And that's kind of the problem. It's kind of the problem. It's just like me and Sam were talking this through, and it's a sticky conversation. Incentive structure for all this stuff. There's not a lot of why to do it. There's not a lot of why. GRC, why should you run an Ethereum node and try to compete with all this shit? I don't really effing know. I really don't wish I didn't have to deal in those matters, to be honest, because it seems confusing and it seems like lack of reward. And it seems like Amazon's got it taken care of, and they probably have enough power, because within these systems, there are power structures too. You can nuke people. You can attack them. I don't know how that shit works, but I know how shit works. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
People fuck each other over for more percentages.
Yep. This is not a good thing here.
And we had a whole episode on this with Frosty about how we could fix this, because we take action here, massive action. Bullish takes massive action, and we were all hoping, and I just want to be a supporter in any way I can to any kind of less centralized node structures.
Yes, and we'll keep you updated. There's some good people taking action on a Telegram group. So if you really are into the node type stuff and you want to get involved and you want to help or provide your expertise because you're in that arena, reach out to Bullish on Twitter or one of us and we can point you. Well, reach out to Bullish basically.
Let me say hi to the chat real quick.
Cool. Bring this down,
guys. So we're working through the Arbitrum airdrop so we can get people excited about it. So I wanted people to see that, because there might be a few guys in here that were curious enough to go ahead and go through with that after that. And I will be actually trying to set myself up on that so I can receive that. And I'll be talking about that as I go through. So we kind of incentivize people. Now we're talking about layer 1 technology. We're on the Ethereum website. Now we're talking about layer 2 technology. And we're still on the Ethereum website. We're going to bridge over here to the actual layer 2 technology. So we're reading about it, Sam, and then we're going to go over to it and check it out. But let's get a little bit deeper on the. Oh, let me say what's up to the chat. Hex Logic, my sister-in-law is single. That is good to know. PVM Crypto, hyperledger.org. Somebody look that up. Anything. I lightweight want to take my girl out for a picnic now. Haha, sounds beautiful. Picnics are nice. As long as they have a ledger stored somewhere, they can fire it back up with any connection. Interesting. ETH will still operate if Amazon shuts them off. It just might be a slight issue temporarily.
Yes, correct. Yes.
Temporarily not being able to move your stuff is really temporarily not good.
Celsius.
Everything. Yeah. Everything. Like if it can happen to Ethereum, it can happen to everything. Other than BTC, if people have more trust in that. A layer 2 is a general runs batches of transactions off chain, but posts a provable summary to the main chain. Interesting insight there. Bob's the man. DMs are open. Anyone who wants to DM Orca. Good to see you in here, Franklin.
Oh, no, that was for me, so I can send them my invoice.
Nope, his DMs are wide open. Send him anything you want. Hex Logic, Bitcoin does suck. Yeah, I went on that rant. Bitcoin really does suck. Jesus, I feel for these people. K-pop, Wild Sun, Pokegon. Maybe we'll do like a last 5-minute Pokegon checkout.
He's willing to put his pants on tomorrow and come on and talk about it.
Who?
Orca.
Are you kidding?
Yeah.
Guys, tomorrow, you heard it here first.
I know nothing about this thing.
Crypto Curricula is coming on.
Yeah, like Orca's turned straight Pokegon, God degen, whatever you want to consider.
Let me go with him.
From what lens you're looking at, but he's been focused on this and he's been offering it, back to the community as well. So we can have him on tomorrow to talk about it.
Take me with you, Orca. Take me with you on your journey into the Pokegon world. I want to hold your hands as we do this. I have a feeling it has something to do with Pokemon, which is funny. So
It
anyone
is. It's actually a very crazy story behind it, and like how there's this big community behind it, and like how they're trying to like poke at Nintendo is great. It's great.
They're making me a meme lord. You guys are gonna turn me into a meme lord, and I want it. I want it more than anything. Okay, guys, let's get back to action with wherever we were at.
Here we go. Whoops.
My bad.
Okay, so why do we need layer 2? 3 desirable properties of blockchain are that it is decentralized, secure, and scalable. Ethereum is not necessarily scalable at the layer 1 level. I think you have to go to layer 2 to be scalable. The blockchain trilemma states that simple blockchain architecture can only achieve 2 out of 3. Want a secure and decentralized blockchain? You need to sacrifice scalability. Ethereum has reached the network's current capacity with 1 million transactions approximately per day and high demand for each of those transactions. The success of Ethereum and the demand to use it has caused gas prices to rise substantially. Therefore, the need for scaling solutions has increased in demand as well. This is where layer 2 networks come in. Scalability. The main goal of scalability is to increase transaction speed and transaction throughput. So that's faster finality to like when you press, to trade or swap or do something, it takes time. And then higher transactions per second.
And to be honest, the Ethereum time, it takes too long. It takes way too long, in my opinion. I'm not going to beat around the bush with that. It pisses me off. I usually have to go into, me, whenever I have a minute, I walk into the other room and I either use the bathroom or I get my water ready or I do something, right? And every time I do a transaction, I have to leave my desk because I hate staring at the bitch. And then it's like when I come back, sometimes it's still not done. And I'm like, is it frozen or something? Like, then I'm like, should I up the gas? And then it like goes through and I'm like, okay, great. Then I forget about how shitty the experience was and I do it again.
It took over 24 hours for a Bitcoin transaction to go through for me 6, 7, 8, 10 months ago. 24 plus hours for a transaction to go through. Holy, what is going on Bitcoin? And then in Ethereum, yes, it goes through faster than that, but it does still take time for it to go through.
I'm not cutting these guys any slack until this shit's fixed. At least out of my mouth. Like if I can do anything, I can talk, and I hope it pisses people off. Someone that's dealing in Ethereum, somebody who only buys Ethereum, I hope it pisses you off. And I hope you switch over to the Pulse chain, get all your free tokens. Literally, I do hope that for you. I do hope that you switch over because I do think the experience will be like none other. And I think if once me and Sam should do an episode where we actually go through the test net.
Hey, I got my shit set up finally. We can do that tomorrow.
Well, we're gonna go with Orca tomorrow and talk about Pokegons.
We can leave it for later because I'm set up. I'm waiting on you guys to be ready.
I've got mine set up finally because of chain list.
So wait. I'm scheduling this
Wednesday. Tomorrow's what? Wednesday. Tomorrow we have, just so you guys are aware, 11 p.m. EST Crypto Orca coming on. Great show. Always a super valuable human that brings on tremendous value and information. Thursday, 11 a.m. EST, we'll be getting to the test net.
No. I already scheduled that episode.
That's ABIT. So Thursday's ABIT will be on, right?
ABIT's coming on Thursday.
We need a calendar, guys, so that we can all have access.
Well, I scheduled this morning. I just scheduled it
this morning
for the show.
No worries. You're good.
So
Friday,
we're going to be going through the test net.
Yes.
Friday, test net, guys, with Bullish and Sam, probably more so Bullish clicking through it.
Well, I think I
want you guys to follow along on your end.
I think I should click through it, bro. I think I should click through it because I have no idea what I'm doing, and most of the people have never played with it, and that's good. They're going to get the same point of view of like what.
All right, well then it's a learning opportunity for all of us. GRC will get mentally ready for Friday, and we'll all click through it together, and Sam will click through it on live. And we'll show you guys. Sam, make sure you have all your coins in there when that goes on. We're not playing with.
Yeah, and if you need anything, let me know now because I've been milking the faucet, so I have a bunch.
So he can send you all the coins.
Is 100,000 test pulse okay?
Oh yeah.
It doesn't matter how.
As long as you have enough to
fuck around.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. I think we're good. I don't have any other coins added to the testnet thing, but we can figure that out together on Friday.
Post your testnet link, and people will send you shit.
Okay, so if anybody, this is the testnet pulse chain address. I'm going to post into the description.
And that is not linked to your one you're using on Ethereum, right?
Correct.
Okay,
this
good.
is just a fake one or whatever.
Right.
So if you guys want to pulse, have any extra pulse you want to shoot my way, or any other coins, please on the testnet, shoot them over to this address.
We have a full week ahead of us.
Busy week. We
have a full week ahead of us here at Crypto in the Morning, bear market stuff. Guys, I'm just going to mention this real quick. I'm going to give you it's been an hour, and in crypto, that's like a whole day. So I'll tell you the price calls right now. Hex right now at 36987, getting really juicy. I'm going to check if there's any crazy wicks.
I love it. I want to see 1 cent. I want to see 1 cent so bad. This is
dude, great. The biggest mega red dildo you'd ever seen just painted for that number to be listed, 0.03697. We have a nuke, a god fucking red candle, god red dildo.
On the screen.
Do we have deck screener? If will that pull up in deck screener where we can actually look at the address of this person on Etherscan? Because we haven't
once you find it, just
I'll look for it.
Let us
know. Wow, that is a big candle there. Let me share this. This is what she said. She was like, "Oh, that's a big one, Sonny." I was like, "Yeah, bend over." Okay, so let's take a look here. Whoops, go ahead, Sharon. Can you let me make it a little bigger? This is just like straight now.
All right, so zoom in a little more. All right, guys. So now scroll down to the list there, Sammy. Okay.
So
look for the red that's nuked.
So this is 300,000 hex. Was that it? I don't know. Here, this might have been it. This is 1.5 million, and this is 2 million hex. Yeah. Both of them for selling. Okay. So I forgot where I go to do this. Do I just click on the address? Is that what I do?
Yeah. You don't have to click on the address. You can
click the transaction or the address, either or. But if you want to see, what else they were dumping, you can just click on the address.
Okay. So I just clicked on the address. What we have
that's the transaction.
Okay. And then if I go to their wallet,
scroll up right where it says from.
Point me.
Click on from down. Right there.
Okay. Oh, right here?
Yep.
Okay. And then we click here. Mm-hmm. And this is going to show us this dude's wallet. Okay. So he's got a decent amount. He's got 500G.
So scroll down and then let's see what he's holding. So basically he's got
nothing and USDC.
So he's holding basically everything. He's doing the GRC special. We call that that's the GRC special. Hodl that dollar, hodl that USDC for mega nuke. I'm not a dumbass, guys.
And you know what's crazy? He's probably the same one buying right up.
Oh no, he is. No. Yeah, don't get it twisted, guys. Everyone that wants to tell you these guys are wreck sellers, I'm sorry. I'm going to be transparent for a second. It doesn't always feel good. It doesn't.
Think about it, Sam. Let's say you had another wallet ready, right, to buy it up, and you timed it just right. Where you sell a bunch, you see that big red candle, and then you buy right back up.
Well, but what would be the benefit for them?
The premium that they get, because everyone else gets scared, and then a couple other people sell, and then it's just like they buy at 1 cent. They just triple their bags.
Yeah, there's about 6 million hex have been sold this morning.
And it's not good, guys. That's not proper practice. Trust me. Some of those guys are going to be really pissed that they sold, and some of them are going to be really happy that they sold. It's like
selling has been happening all morning. Large orders, million+ orders all morning. We have 1.2 million, 2.1 million, 1.8, 1.9, 1.5, 2 million, 1.7, 2 million, 1.8, 2 million, 1.8, 2 million, like 2 million.
Hey, look at 1.5. Does it show you the end of the address on this interface or no?
Yeah, over here. I don't know if you can see this.
Yes, it doesn't matter if I can see it, but just see if they're from the same.
It just shows the transaction, but if you open all of them, you can start building patterns.
Yeah, so 3AC is the one that always gets wrecked.
This is 4.6, different one. It looks like
remember those numbers are the transaction. It's not the wallet.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah, my bad. I was looking at What happens when this wallet starts selling ETH? Sam, please.
So this one right here. So this
Pull this shit
transaction.
up.
Okay. So just pulling up this transaction, and this is going to give us the actual wallet. Who does this, right? So this is the transaction that we were just looking at. I think this is what it was or something. But if we come down here, Bullard said to click on this. This takes us over to their wallet. And
Yep.
what's their wallet address? Where do we see that?
Well, go back one. Oh,
Okay.
So right there at the top, Sam. Right there. At the top.
This right here?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Remember this for everybody who's watching. This is 8188. 8188. 8188. Okay. So that was the one, the first transaction that was right here. This was this one. Let's see if this is the same transaction. It might be different because there's some transactions with a weird number of hex, and then there's other ones with 2 million like on the dot, right? So they clearly liquidating a bunch of them. Let's go over to here and see who this is. This is a different wallet. This is E90 for this wallet here. E90. Let's check out like maybe two more, I think. E90 is for the next one here. This is another 2 million sell here. So let's pull this one up and see what comes up in terms of the wallet address for this. Here, this is okay. So this is one of the same wallets, right? This guy's dumping hex. 8188.
Sam is a freaking ether scan god. He's calling out the dumpers, guys.
Who is that?
Here first. Sam's calling out dumpers. All
Yeah,
dumpers.
dude, like this is the same thing I do. I just find the patterns.
No, I know. Yeah, that's why I put all my shit in USDC, like everyone else that had money. I
That's
just
true.
I just saw it. I just saw it from everyone. I got scared. I got fucking scared. I was like, why are all these millionaires fucking putting their money in USDC? Everyone's telling me it. But I mean, guys, I also have a lot of stakes. So I don't let's not get it twisted up in here.
This guy sold over 5 million hex today. This dude
So here's the beauty, Sam. If you scroll down, it'll show you. Just scroll down.
Orca's pissed off. He's
Okay.
selling.
So can you see? Can you
These
still
are
see
all the
this?
transactions.
Okay. So these are all the transactions. And does it say what
Scroll
the
down.
token
Eventually,
was?
you will. He's been busy. There we go. There's a Uniswap. There's USDC.
So 12 days. Okay. So this is all in the last 30 minutes,
Yep.
right?
Yep.
Okay. So
Those
to
are it right
see-
there. The transactions.
to see how much or like the actual token that was sold, I have to click on the transaction.
Yep.
Okay. So if we click on this transaction, so what are we looking at right here? Swap. What is this?
Hex for USDC.
Hex for USDC. And then we swapped 2.1 million hex for USDC.
Mhm.
Okay. So one of the whales is dumping. That was the first transaction. 27.
Oh no, that's not a whale. You want to see a whale?
Well, I mean, whale relative to myself in terms of, like.
Orca sent us an address to check
pull up
out.
that
I have it pulled up.
that
It's
ETH
crazy.
address.
Nah, but let Sam finish. Go ahead, Sam.
Okay, cool. So this is another one of his transactions here where he swapped 100,000 hex for some Ethereum, probably for gas. Then 1.9 million for USDC. So this dude is just liquidating his shit. That was this transaction 25 minutes ago. Another transaction here. So you can see he's dumping large amounts all at once. $30,000 for USDC, 100,000 hex for USDC. It says ETH for USDC. That might have been why it is. Actually, you can use different pools. So
Right.
that might have been why.
Yeah, that's how you see V2 and V3 there.
V2 and V3, but you can also see if you look at this, these are both these are both V2, these top two here. And look at, we have hex 60,000 for Ethereum, and then we have this is for, but you can basically have two pools on V3 or two pools on V2. Let's check out like one more transaction. So we did these two, we did this one. Let's check out this one here. 2 million USDC. This dude's dumping a bunch of hex.
So what does this mean, macro
2 million.
guys? Steph from Staker App dumped over 40 million hex. Steph from Staker App can do whatever the fuck he wants. You can dump on your fucking head all year long. I don't give a shit. It's his fucking money. People piss me off with that shit too, to be honest.
Yeah, me too.
So,
like, dude, if I had a fucking $100,000, I'd take some out because
I've been telling people since Hedron comes out, if Hedron hits a penny, I'm dumping on everyone. I don't give a shit.
yes. So this guy sold.
I just set up a limit order live. Another one.
Dope. This guy sold probably about 10 million hex today. 10 million hex, and the market didn't move that much. What was the price this morning for hex? 5 cents, 4.5 cents, or something?
I think at the top today was like 4.2.
Nuts. Whose wallet is this?
Who dumped the 10 million?
No, this is one that Orca sent us.
Is it Godwell's Ethereum address?
Dude, look at.
Oh yeah, this
Hold on, let's take a look here.
Godwell.
What is that? Oh, 500 million?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, dude. I'm pretty
half a billy right there.
What else? What does he have in hex? Does he liquidate
1,100 in hex?
So he has no hex.
Or he used to have hex. You never know.
A long time ago.
He was playing around with 1 penny's worth.
Yeah, he put in like 1 penny, or maybe he claimed it from his BTC or something like that.
Yeah, you got 10,000.
Or he has a stake.
Oh, okay.
Mm.
But he's just sitting.
Wait, who is this? Massive... Someone in the chat. Like, yeah, like, is this a joke? Like, who is this?
But think about this. Stay on this page for
Curricula. Who is it?
This dude. He's got how many? 45,000 Ethereum. Remember, at one point, Ethereum was about $5,000. So let's see. At $5,000 times
who knows
45,
how much he sold up there though?
At 450, at the peak he would have had 2.25 billion Ethereum. 2.2 billion Ethereum in this dude's wallet. Whoa, that's pretty dope.
Yeah. So guys, just remember, you know how I always bring up, like, when the whales want things to happen, things will start to happen. And you just have to know that they're going to make it uncomfortable on the public sentiment. They have to pinch people out. People aren't poor yet. People need to hurt for real. Like, there has to be on the feet. I mean, financially.
Yep. What's this transaction here, Bullish? Because
that's what I'm trying to figure out.
GRC, he didn't do anything for about a year. 175 days, no transactions in this wallet. Just 12 days ago, he did this transaction here.
That's interesting.
Look, pulsechain.com. Who is this?
This is something.
This is Rackham Rikaka or whatever. Or
this wallet dude did something with PulseChain, or 12 days ago.
A lot.
Wait, what?
Click on that top transaction.
Is this the OA? Is this the OA wallet?
I don't know. That's what I'm saying. Like,
hey, could somebody answer my question in the chat, please? I'm just a young man. I just want to know
stuff. The thumb drive. Yeah, who is this?
I always bring up I just want to know stuff.
Yeah, like Orca dropped it. He was like, pull this up. And I was like, what? I was like, yo.
limit orders, baby. Get your limit orders, baby.
He's like,
he's on a bunch of other chains too.
So walk me through what you just did here, because nobody's.
All right, you see this icon here, that B icon. When you click on that, it's gonna give you the list of the same address on all the other chains that they're on, and then you can poke around on those other chains. And you can be all right. Let me see what he has in Binance. Let me see what he has over at So Polygon.
What's this little Tinkerbell doing over on the other chains?
Let me pull one up. Let's see Binance, if he has anything in Binance.
This is cool. I'm glad we did this.
Not much in Binance. Like about a couple $100. Nothing.
We can't see your screen because it came up in a new tab.
Oh, sorry.
You're good. No worries. We're going through live, checking out Etherscan, figuring out where shit is, and just
So guys, when I made my decisions a month back or whatever to swap some stuff to USDC, I was really just paying attention to what the rich dudes on the deck screener were doing. If I'm being quite honest, like when I'm doing my own, I don't really base my financial decisions off much but my own research, because there's enough research out there to get your own idea. And, I just feel like that we're in a macro nightmare, so that's what I wanted to do. But you never know.
Wait, they want us to track the NFTs. Okay, hold on. They want us to track the NFTs on.
How do you?
What if it's just Orca's face all over it? Like all the NFTs are Orca. I would be like, I'm quitting.
Whoa, what? Wait, what am I looking at? Wait, hold up.
Let me
share the
see.
screen again. Yeah, I know. I'm gonna share the screen again because I was just like, oh shit.
That's what I said this morning when I looked in the mirror. I was like, "Oh,
Orca, this is starting not to be fun. I'm excited, but this is not fun. What am I looking at?"
Oh, he's like Sherlock Holmes in the chat over here. Check out the NFT.
So they wanted me to check out the 721s, right? So look, Apple, Squids.
Okay, hold on. Let's walk us through. Okay.
Yeah, what are we talking about? What are you talking
65 days. 65 days ago, he did a transaction. And he bought or did something with the Apple token. Is that what this is saying?
Yeah.
Can you view the NFT?
Hold on, I got it.
So also, guys, if you're not aware, a one way to transfer value is by hypothetically, you could just go create your own NFT, like charter it with somebody. You purchase that. Right, you buy it off of them to start with, and then you list it under a different address for sale, and you go buy it for yourself to transfer your money from one wallet to another wallet without having to go through, say, something like Tornado Cash, because you can go through and transfer this to a new wallet. Is one way you can transfer value there without actually doing anything. Louis Vuitton. So you don't. There's no NFT to actually see though.
Maybe there is.
All this shit looks suspicious as hell because all the like Tony Herrera, that's like like a luxury brand name. It's like, what the hell am I looking at? Whose wallet is this? Is this like the biggest scammer in like crypto or like?
Maybe. Yeah, Orca. What the? And all these questions you can ask to Orca tomorrow live, guys. Live.
Yeah, I guess he'll talk about this live
what's
tomorrow.
The NFT number? 718.
721.
721. I'm gonna try.
There's a tab for it. If you click on it, there's a tab right here.
But there's no NFT there.
Well, yeah, you have to go deeper and follow it, see if it exists anywhere else. But
okay, I'm gonna see if I can.
Find like that. Before I dig deep, because like I don't want to go down a rabbit hole for nothing.
Yeah, I don't want to go down this rabbit hole, guys. It's stupid. It's not gonna lead you anywhere. But we have to spend. All we have to do is ask Orca tomorrow. He's probably done.
Yeah, because I'll go deep into it, but I want to know what the hell I'm looking at or.
We're just giving you guys a preview for tomorrow, 11 a.m. EST. Yep. This is actually a perfect time to start wrapping shit up because it is 12:40 at this moment. If you guys enjoy the show, you know what button to press. There's a little thumb. You just reach out there with your tongue and touch that button. Then press the subscribe button. And then right next to that, there's a little bell notification. You know what that does? It just notifies you when our beautiful faces are going to be showing up online again. So make sure you press the bell notification so you can get notified. There's also some links down below if you'd like to support in other ways. Shop.letstalkpeds.com. GRC has a couple links in his as well, or if you'd like to donate and support the channel that way and avoid giving 50% of any donations to YouTube through Super Chats, you can jump to his Ether address, which is in the description down below.
I'll post it in there.
Yep. And jump over to my channel if you want to check out chainlist.org and how to hop from one network to another network. I released that video this morning. You can check out that by looking at my channel and then clicking on that video. And I'll show you exactly how to do that. We've got some. Sam just licked the mic. I did actually.
So guys, this week we have a lot. So there's a golf tournament that's going. It's a fundraiser that raises money for Million Pulse Tour, the tour where ABIT goes around and shows people on the feet about Pulse Chain, and they're raising money and they're starting to do some more financial leverage stuff. And I might be helping them with that. I haven't confirmed it with them yet. We had a meeting this morning, but I might be covering the golf tournament in person. So very interesting. And, you know, because they can't have a presence in there because they're from all across the country and all across the world and stuff. So they asked me if I could do it. And I want to see what people think about it. So on Thursday, we have ABIT and the crew coming on. We could talk about a lot of stuff, but majority of the beginning, we're going to talk about the golf tournament, what we could do to support that, how it's going to work. I want to know if people want to do it. Like, are there golfers up in this bitch? Hit the biceps if you're a golfer. Like, do you guys like to golf? Would you like to be in an event where you could earn or win millions and millions and millions of pulse just for playing golf and getting drunk or doing whatever you do?
Highest score wins in golf. That's how it works.
So guys, that's going to be, and then Friday we're doing the testnet walkthrough preview. So Sam, you will be studying testnet before then, right?
I got my MetaMask set up, and I will spend all of probably 0 hours studying, because I kind of want to do it raw, in the sense that, like, it's not terribly complex to figure out, but when you go in and you kind of ask some of the questions that happen when you're in something new for the first time, like setting up a treasure the other day. I set up a treasure live, first time ever setting up a treasure, because I wanted to run into those roadblocks that, like, somebody who's never set something up before is gonna run into, so that they get to see, oh, that is the same type of question that I would have by setting this thing up. Because I think dealing with those issues in an environment open like this can allow a lot more learning, right? Because then I'm running into these things. Using a DApp is relatively simple, right? Unless you're using Curve or something like that. It's relatively simple to use. So hopefully it shouldn't be a problem for Friday. Definitely looking forward to that.
So we have tomorrow, we have Crypto Curricula Orca coming on to talk about Pokegon. So I'm going to get my research cap on. I'd like to talk to you. So if you're going to be in any spaces today, hit your boy up. I'd like to know what all this Pokegon stuff is all about from your mouth first. And I want to do some research on that. And if it's cool and fun and anything I'd like to participate in, we'll discuss it tomorrow. And I'm all about spreading my wings during this bear market, because I have no choice. You know, if I'm going to stay intellectually stimulated, I got to move.
Spreading my wings. I call them lats. Just kidding. I'm just running.
So guys, hit the like, hit the sub. If you want to donate to the channel, I'm going to drop the address below. Guys, Hex is at the moment just last call for the Crypto in the Morning dump, sponsored by Steph from Staker app. 0.0. I'm just joking, by the way. I do not give. I forgot that might be sensitive to some people. I was just joking because someone said that in the chat. I have no idea about any of that shit. So don't. I don't care about that. If he wants to dump on your head, you deserve it. You should have sold. 0.037, guys.
And with that,
we're out. Song? DeFi proof.
Young folks, you dripping on them motherfucker. Rich your heart. Rich your heart. Bought my Hex from the fucking start. 0.1 everything we mark. Bought my Hex from the fucking start. Sacrificing all this bread like I'm Richard Hart. Got paid on big payday and I had a hairy start. Now I'm checking on my pulse just to check my heart. Bought my Hex from the fucking start. Sacrificing all this bread like I'm Richard Hart. Got paid on big payday and I had a hairy start. Now I'm checking on my pulse just to check my heart. Checking my MetaMask moving. Look at the Hex, he is mooning. Looking at wives they be choosing. Peter is why they be losing. Pro chains out, now get me a check. He's gas up and it got me a mess. Remember the times he died collect. Hex I been eating, I'm dying in the best. Getting this back like a year ago. Getting this post, I ain't letting go. Swerving the ring like a Lambo. Getting this back like a year ago. Getting this post, I ain't letting go. Swerving the ring like a Lambo. Bought my Hex from the fucking start. Sacrificing all this bread like I'm Richard Hart. Got paid on big payday and I had a hairy start. Now I'm checking on my pulse just to check my heart. Bought my Hex from the fucking start. Sacrificing all this bread like I'm Richard Hart. Got paid on big payday and I had a hairy start. Now I'm checking on my pulse just to check my heart. Richard Hart. Richard Hart.